So for our viewers watching, can you just tell us a little bit about the show Treme?
Treme is a depiction of a diverse group of people in New Orleans, musician, chef, DJ, Mardi Gras Indian chief, lawyers, judges who are affected by the disaster of Katrina, but we actually see them recovering. And it's about the celebration of human spirit, you know, and the resilience of human spirit, and at the same time, a celebration of culture and understanding the role of culture in people's lives. I mean, because in New Orleans, we understand that almost more than any other place I've known. You know, I'm from New Orleans, so I'm a little biased, but it's true. And, you know, culture is the place where, as a group, as a society, as a community, we reflect on who we are. You know, what thoughts are to the individual. You know, culture is to the society. It's our place of reflection, and that's what you see in Treme.
Can you tell us a little bit about your character?
Sophia is a sort of normal teenage girl. Her father died last year, and so she's sort of trying to deal with those emotions and the sadness that comes with that event.
Are you a normal teenage girl with all this acting going on, or?
Believe it or not, I am. I go to a normal high school, have normal friends, so it's no different being there.
Do your parents let you watch HBO?
Yes, they do.
How you doing?
Good, man. I'm psyched to be here. Psyched to see some Treme.
Have you seen any of the show at all yet?
Yeah, I saw the first season.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the hell's gonna happen now, but
Okay. And how was the first? I know nothing about the first season. So if you had to sum it up for me, what would you tell me?
it's music, it's hustle, it's tragedy, and it looks really good. You know, it looks different than the other stuff on HBO, but you gotta just watch the first episode, and you know, just big New Orleans jazz numbers. It gets you into it. It's fun.
So can you tell us a little bit about your character on the show Treme?
Probably not, but I am looking into and learning about the Mardi Gras Indians. So I'm going to leave it at that. But the whole thing has been such a learning experience, just going down there, learning about all the tradition. And I was fascinated with the Indians, so I'll just say that, as you can see.
How are you this fine afternoon or early evening, should I say?
Evening, beautiful early evening in spring in New York. Doing well.
So what is your relationship with the show Treme?
I am friends with Clark Peters and Wendell Pierce and David Simon, so I'm just out here to celebrate them tonight.
Now, did you watch the first season?
Yeah, it's a great show. Love it.
What did you think about the show?
I love it. I love it. It's great music, great acting, great writing. You know what you're getting when these guys are involved.
Have you gotten any insight into what's going to come up this season, or it's all been very hush-hush?
No idea. No.
Yeah, so you're in for a nice little surprise this season.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
I played Davis, who's pretty well known for being an outspoken DJ at WWOZ, which is a big radio station in New Orleans.
What kind of music is he spinning?
Well, WWOZ is kind of a real local station. They play a lot of, they play everything at different times of the day, but it's a heavy jazz. But my character this year, which is great, I start spinning, I have a local show. So I start spinning local bounce and hip hop. I get fired. But you didn't hear it from me. But it kind of works with you guys. But last year was very heavy jazz, and this year my character really brings out the other sides to New Orleans music that are as vibrant as the jazz scene, which is the bounce scene, which started down there back in the late 80s, and the hip hop scene, the swamp metal, all that stuff.
So can you tell us a little bit about your character on the show Treme?
Well, I can tell you that he is a lieutenant in the police force down there, and he's a man who is caught between really loving his city and loving the people that he works with, and some of the bad stuff that's going on, both in the city and within the department.
So what character do you play on the show?
I played Jeanette Desautels, the chef.
Now, what can we look forward to in the second season?
More of the same. More good times, more hard times.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
So can you tell us a little bit about your character on Treme?
I play Annie. She is a young violinist. Started off as a street musician last season, and she sort of working her way up. She's started touring with bands and playing in bigger venues and playing with different people, and she's sort of trying to push herself as an artist and see how far she can go. Yeah.
Now, do you have any musical background yourself, or?
I have all musical background and no acting background.
Really?
Yeah, this is my first acting job ever.
So how did?
From the time I was 3. So.
How did you get started with the Treme?
The people from Treme wanted, I think, a real violinist to play Annie, and I have a couple records out, and I've been touring with a lot of people, and I mean, my career was as a violinist, and somehow they came across my work on the internet and on YouTube, and they found me, and they called, and they asked me if I was interested in reading for this part. So I went through an audition process, and somehow I got it.
Can you tell us a little bit about your character on the show?
My character on the show is a man who's trying to keep alive the tradition of Mardi Gras Indians in New Orleans. He's also just a laborer, a local laborer, a plasterer, who is trying to find work, who is trying to keep his life and his integrity together, and against all the challenges that Katrina has left behind. When I found out about Katrina, I was sitting on in Rhodes on the beach, sunning myself. It was really beautiful. I opened up the newspaper and saw what had happened to New Orleans. And I saw that Cuba and Canada were there to give aid before my country was. And now, I didn't expect to be there. Now I'm there, and I see that their culture was Spanish and was French, and that the French and the Spanish still had a vested interest, as well as certain Americans. So beyond this, yes, I'm passionate about it because it's every day there I see that there's another bit of history that New Orleans has offered to America, and we've taken and we've just put it aside. Rosa Parks, you familiar with Rosa Parks? She refused to stand up, right? 100 years before that, Plessy and Ferguson did that in New Orleans. 100 years before. That's how important New Orleans is to us. I think I should leave it there.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.